Hello everybody, my name is Max and this is a Pro Drawing channel. Today I want to show you how I drew a hero from the popular Dota 2 game whose name is Pudge. I will also tell the story of this character. First of all, I would like to say that if you would like to repeat after me, but you do not have an iPad or a Procreate program, then I advise you to be careful and not to put too much pressure on the pencil, because I have the ability to undo my actions in the program and you will not have such an opportunity. Well, I propose to proceed to the history of the bloodthirsty butcher. A long time ago, when Pudge was still a man, not the best man by the way, but still a man, not the monster that he is now, he lived in a small village and worked there as a butcher. Pudge lived aloof from society, he had no wife or children, and already at that time people did not really like Pudge and tried to bypass him. On the other hand, Pudge liked loneliness and was not against it. One day trouble visited the village. The plague that haunted the whole world at that time finally reached the village where our hero lived. The villagers began to leave their homes. For this reason, Pudge, who was already not in great demand in his profession, began to suffer even more from unemployment and, as a result, from hunger. Pudge was forced to earn his own living on his own and increasingly began to go hunting. But as we all understand, his craft did not involve the possession of weapons, so often the Pudge returned home empty-handed. As the years passed, more people left the village, and the plague spread more and more, and the more the plague spread, the more the hunger of Pudge grew. One day, there was a knock on the door at Pudge's house. Knock, 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 knock. No one opened the doors, but as it turned out, they were not locked up. a little girl walked over the threshold of Pudge's house. The girl was looking for signs of life. She went into one room, then another, and finally, unlocking the doors of another room, the girl froze and a loud cry was heard. In the corner of this room was the Pudge, gorging on a raw rat. All bloody and mutilated from the plague, the Pudge noticed the girl who entered the room. Since then, no one has seen the girl. Not all residents were able to leave the village, so the plague took more and more lives, and finally, Pudge found a way out for himself and stopped torturing himself by trying to satisfy his hunger by hunting. He decided that he would continue to practice his craft and began to butcher the corpses lying on the streets. And at the same time, he solved his problem with food. You ask me, how did Pudge get on the battlefields of the ancients? Very simple. Everyone has heard about them, and anyone worthy can get into these pots. But that's not why Pudge came here. The slaughter fields are places where corpses don't decompose on their own. Therefore, someone is needed who will make sure that the fields are clean and the slaughter continues day after day. This is where Pudge found his calling. Pudge this time could not only be useful to others, but also satisfy his sense of endless hunger. Therefore, after the end of each battle, in the dead of night, one could often notice how the eternally hungry and disfigured butcher was working.